Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Champions Boat League 2019, colored by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE, Still and HDFC Bank. Our ticketing partners, Book My Show, and our radio partner, Club FM. Today, we are on race day 7, 9 powerful teams, 12 gripping races, 12 inspiring venues, 12 action-packed weekends, and today we are on the 7th weekend. I am Prasanna Sant, and along with me, the voice of CBL, Agrim Prakash. Good afternoon, Agrim.
Good afternoon indeed. All roads lead to the spectacular and colourful district of Thrissur. We are back once again at Kottappuram in the cultural capital of Kerala. And once again, we are here for race day 7 at this idyllic location. On your screen are spectacular visions of the beaches, of the diversity, of the beauty of Pallipuram Fort, and they give you an insight into the historic and cultural significance of what can only be said is one of the most culturally appropriate places in the whole of Kerala.
Oh yes, what a lovely place this is to be here. This is race day 7 in Kottappuram live, and we are all set for an exciting action-packed day. And as always, we have a nice gathering of people here at Kottappuram coming up in huge numbers. The team's also getting ready, Agrim, and it's going to be a big day. Will we get a new winner today?
Well, a new race day with new opportunities, especially for teams wanting to get closer to that top position. 9 teams, 12 weeks, more than 100 rowers in each team, and a total prize money of 5.9 crore Indian rupees. There is a lot to be gained. There is a lot to be lost here at the Champions Boat League today in Kottappuram, Thrissur, Kerala.
Oh yes, definitely. That's a big prize money that we are looking at, and wonderful settings here in Kottappuram. If you just have a look at the race day format, today 3 heats and 3 group finals. The teams rank from 1 to 9 based on the heat timings that they score. Teams grouped for 3 finals based on the heat timings. Teams with the best timing in Group A final will be declared the champion of today and will get 10 points. The points are given based on the team rankings, and the fastest timing of the day gets 5 bonus points. So those bonus points are also something that the teams will definitely look up to.
Definitely. As I like to say, it's not just a race against time, but a race against each other. And time is of the essence. And as you can see, we've had multiple instances where penalties were awarded to certain teams. For instance, there was a 5-second penalty in the last race awarded to a team for player violation, and what happened is some unregistered players were on board, and that caused one of the team's course dominators to back out from the race in protest when 5 points were awarded to them. But all, as they say, is fair in war and love, and this is war, a war for the championship, to be the leader, to be the winner of the Champions Boat League.
Oh yes, definitely, and every team here is vying for that particular position to be the champions of the Champions Boat League. And you spoke about the player violation, but there's also another penalty for the lane violation. Every team has to be really particular about the lane that they are racing in. If they happen to violate, like it happened here on your screens, the team had to be on lane 2, that is the Backwater Knights, but they diverted onto lane 1, and that's why a 5-second penalty for them. If we just have a rule, the rules for the 5-second time penalty, these are the parameters that you are penalized on. Presence of unregistered rowers on the boat, any form of lane cutting or lane violation, as we just now showed, 2 or more false starts in one race, failure to report at start line 10 minutes prior to the race, or breaking disciplinary rules set by the league. So you have to play the game in what they say, Agrim, as the spirit of the game.
Play fair, play well, and play with good competition. That are the simplest of rules at the Champions Boat League here. And we have 9 wonderful teams vying for the top position of 10 points, all the way down to a single point for the team in the 9th position. And remember, it's not just a race against each other, but a race against time. 5 bonus points for the Narrowlack Impressive Performer of the Day, the fastest finishing time. And today, in this course, I think it's all about setting a time below 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh yes, definitely. That's the benchmark going by the Champions Boat League. But let's see how they go. This was the mass drill. Teams getting ready for the day today, day 7. And it's going to be an action-packed, thrilling day ahead.
Look at that synchronous enthusiasm amongst the players as they get set for yet another riveting, action-packed day here at the Kottappuram Corniche, the confluence of 2 rivers. On your screen is the 900-meter course, which is divided at 250 meters by the Kottappuram flyover bridge. It's all about going through this course, making it in less than 3 minutes and 27 seconds, mind you, which was the fastest time post last week. No surprise, by the Tropical Titans, goal for gold. And it's all about keeping it below 3 minutes and 27 seconds. And considering all things, today is a sunnier day, it's a better day, and today could be anyone's race, and today could be anyone's victory day.
Yes, definitely. If you have a look at the race conditions here in Kottappuram, depth of 20 feet, distance 900 meters that the teams have to cover, wind that is blowing at 6 kilometers per hour. But today, the humidity is comparatively lesser than what it was last time around. These are the 9 teams that will be clashing: the Tropical Titans, the Raging Rovers, the Mighty Oars, the Coast Dominators, Pride Chasers, Backwater Knights, Backwater Warriors, Thunder Oars, and the Backwater Ninjas. The 9 powerful teams are clashing for this particular championship.
Clash of the champions, and the Tropical Titans clear leaders on the leaderboard here, and the other teams playing hard to catch up. And still, with 7 weeks in, but considering the points table, this could be anyone's race. Even the Backwater Ninjas stand a chance to make it to the top of the table if they win every race from here on and come in first. And it's all about posting that fastest time and beating out the competition that requires synchronous energy, effort and discipline. Earlier today, we had a draw of lots, and that is how we decided which team was going to go against which in what lane across 3 heats. That took place earlier today. So it's all about posting the fastest time in those heats to get to the coveted position of the Group A final for 10 points, Group B finals and Group C finals. 3 teams in each of these finals, 9 teams in total at the Champions Boat League.
We saw the draw of lots, and that's how we've got the heat fun. That is the start list. First heat is going to be the 3 teams: Backwater Ninjas, Tropical Titans, and the Pride Chasers in lane 1, 2, and 3 respectively. So 3 teams to take on the timings, as you said, Agrim, in the first heat. As we are all set, Backwater Ninja in track 1, Tropical Titan in track 2, and Pride Chasers in track 3 as we begin the heats. And as we've been discussing, it's the clash not among themselves, but for the clash of the timings in terms of which team wants to be in the Group A final.
But this looks like a clash of the titans, because it's the Tropical Titans who are saying, we are the champions, my friend, we are the champions. In a clear lead is helmsman Varun Sharma, pushing his team through with the guidance of steersman Shaji. The Tropical Titans, will it be goal for goal again? Will they be able to best their previous record on this very same track of 3 minutes and 27 seconds? That is what remains to be seen. The Champions Boat League, excitement on your screen, energy on your screen. Tropical Titans, Backwater Ninjas, Pride Chasers, who will it be?
And currently the leaders are Tropical Titans, as we've been saying, sitting on top of the table with 83 points. As you can see on your screens, they've already taken a strong lead over their 2 opponents. 1 minute 41 seconds that we've seen here already. And what positioning this is. Look at the rhythm, look at the momentum, look at the hand-eye coordination. Absolutely top class. Deservedly at the moment, Agrim, they're table toppers.
Table toppers indeed. And as they approach that finishing line with an entire boat length behind them, it's the Tropical Titans once again. What a finish! While the Pride Chasers and the Backwater Ninjas play catch up, this has been the crowning moment of glory for the Tropical Titans. But have they made it better? Have they made their time better? That is what remains to be seen. And yes, indeed, by a whole 10 seconds. 3 minutes and 17 seconds and 64 milliseconds. What a moment!
Absolutely top class from Tropical Titans. Welcome back to Champions Boat League 2019, colored by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE Still and HDFC Bank, ticketing partner Book My Show and radio partner Club FM. And what a wonderful environment this is to be at Kottappuram, and why not only the races but the culture also is so gripping.
That on your screens was the cultural and traditional dance of Kerala, Mohiniyattam. And if you want to follow the action on social media, we are championsboatleague.official on Facebook, Champions Boat League on Instagram, and at CBL_Kerala on Twitter. Tweet us, gram us, Facebook us. We are everywhere.
Yes, we are everywhere. The attendance today, 56,341, live from Thrissur, the Champions Boat League. What a lovely place this is to be. 56,000 people watching the Champions Boat League, and cheering everyone is this crowd. And what a buzzing environment this is. And we're all set now for the second heat. And lane 1, 2 and 3. In 1, Backwater Warriors. In 2, Backwater Knights. And in 3 are going to be the Mighty Oars as we kick off the second heats. The first one, it was the Tropical Titans who won that with a considerable margin. But this one, let's see who gets that timing better. What's your gut feel telling you, Agri?
Well, with Backwater Warriors in deep blue on lane 1, the Backwater Knights in sky blue on lane 2, and the Mighty Oars in green in lane 3, this could be anyone's race, Prasanna. But from the way it is going, it looks like they are saying, we will not go quiet into the night. We will not go down without a fight. We are the Mighty Oars. It looks like it's the Mighty Oars who are in the lead right now, but this could be anyone's race because the visuals on your screen might deceive you.
Oh yes, definitely. It's going to be a close contest. The three teams vying for that supremacy in terms of timing. Who is it going to be? The current leader are the Backwater Knights, right at the center of these three teams. So if you go to say in rows, the second track that they're going in, and it looks to be a good rhythm that they've picked up, Backwater Knights as of now.
But the Mighty Oars seem to be giving the Backwater Knights a run for their money, while the Backwater Warriors follow behind, picking up the pace from behind. Do not discount them yet. Consider the fact that the Backwater Knights who are in the middle have it the toughest, because being in the middle means you are in the thick of that undercurrent. That 20 feet of depth is the deepest in the middle, and it's all about keeping the pace. What an exciting moment, what synchronicity, what rhythm. This is the beauty of snake boat racing. Colorful rhythm, music and enthusiasm all around as they vie neck and neck. It's the Backwater Knights and the Mighty Oars who are neck and neck. This could be anyone's race, ladies and gentlemen. This is a photo finish. What a finish! What a finish! What a finish! Who has it been? Will it the Backwater Knights or the Mighty Oars? We will have to wait for an official confirmation.
Oh yes, and that is where you know that it is a close contest, where you know that there is not an obvious winner, and that is an indication that it was a close contest, a close fight, and a nail-biting finish. We could not make out who is the team that has gone into the winning position, but that is what tells us that Backwater Knights have just edged past the Mighty Oars by just milliseconds, 6 milliseconds, and that's where the Backwater Knights have won this heat by 6 milliseconds.
6 milliseconds making the difference between night and day as fans check out social media and excitedly wait for the next heat to start. On the next heat, we will have very, very interesting teams.
എൻ്റെ പേര് വിഷ്ണു എന്നാണ്, പോലീസ് കോൺസ്റ്റബിളാണ്. സ്കൂളിൽ പഠിക്കുന്ന കാലം മുതലേ നമുക്കുള്ള ഒരു സ്വപ്നമായിരുന്നു ഒരു പോലീസ് ഓഫീസർ ആവുക. ഒരു 3-4 വർഷത്തെ കഠിന പ്രയത്നത്തിന് ശേഷമാണ് 2013 നമുക്ക് ജോലിക്ക് കയറാൻ കഴിയും. എൻ്റെ അച്ഛന് മത്സ്യത്തൊഴിലാളിയാണ്. അച്ഛൻ്റെ ഒപ്പം ഞാൻ പോകാറുണ്ട്. പഠിക്കുന്ന സമയം തൊട്ടേ മീൻപിടുത്തത്തിനും സഹായത്തിനൊക്കെ ആയിട്ട് പോകാറുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അമ്മ അച്ഛൻ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്ന മീൻ കൊണ്ട് വീടുകളിൽ വിറ്റ് അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ജീവിക്കുന്നത്. കൊച്ചിനെ മുതലേ അപ്പോൾ വെള്ളവും അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ബന്ധം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ബോട്ടിൽ ഇടിയൻ്റെ തൊട്ട് വലതുവശത്ത് പെട്ടിപ്പുറം എന്ന് പറയും. ഒരു കാല് നിവർത്തി വെച്ച് ഒരു കാല് മടക്കി വെച്ചാൽ ആദ്യമൊക്കെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടായിരുന്നു. ആദ്യത്തെ 1-2 ആഴ്ചകളിൽ ചെയ്യാൻ നടുവേദന അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ ഇപ്പം എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും കംഫർട്ടായിട്ടുള്ള പൊസിഷനാണ്. പെട്ടിപ്പുറം സൈഡിൽ ഇരിക്കുന്നത് നല്ല ഹെവി സൗണ്ടാണ്. എനിക്ക് എപ്പോഴും നല്ല ഹെവി സൗണ്ടായിരിക്കും. വള്ളംകളിയും വെള്ളവുമായിട്ട് ഏറെ ബന്ധമുള്ളൊരു സ്ഥലമാണ് ആലപ്പുഴ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ആലപ്പുഴക്കാരനായതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ കൊച്ചിലെ മുതൽ വള്ളം കളിക്കാനും കാണാനും എല്ലാം അതിനോടൊരു ആവേശം പണ്ട് മുതലേ ഉണ്ട്, സിരകളിലുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പോലീസ് ടീം ഉണ്ടായതിനാൽ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ആഗ്രഹം സാധ്യമായി.
How inspiring that was, V Vishnu. And now we are all set for the third heat in track 1 Thunder Oars, in track 2 Raging Rovers, and track 3 the Coast Dominators. So we are all set for the third heat. Who is going to emerge champion in this particular heat, we'll shortly know. But in track 1 are the Thunder Oars in red, in track 2 Raging Rovers in pink, and in track 3 the Coast Dominators in orange.
This is yet another exciting heat here, and it's a race not against each other but against time. It's all about beating the fastest time so far, 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Remember, it's about bettering that time, and it looks like it's a tight race between the Coast Dominators and the Raging Rovers, with the Raging Rovers saying, do not go gentle into that good night. Rage against the dying of the light, as they push forward. The Mighty Oars giving them a run for their money, and the Thunder Oars saying, we are like thunder rolling from behind.
Let's see who steals the thunder in this race. The first 2 heats that we saw, Agrim, it was the winners that emerged from track 2 in first 2 heats. Let's see in this third heat which track emerges the champion. In lane 1, that is Thunder Oars. In lane 2, that is the center one, Raging Rovers. And far in the corner of your screen is the lane 3, Coast Dominators. As we are nearing the finishing line, who is getting closer? But look at the rhythm, look at that music, look at those rows, and look at those oarsmen. Current leaders are the Raging Rovers. They are also in track 2, Agrim.
Raging Rovers raging ahead as the Thunder Oars give them a run for their money. Neck and neck. That's what this race is all about, with the Coast Dominators and their helmsman Vigil going at it full steam ahead, full synchronicity ahead, through the finish line. Yet another photo finish, but from where I sit, it looks like it's the Coast Dominators who are dominating. What are your opinions, Prasanna?
Yes, it looked from here where we are that the Coast Dominators in the orange jerseys have emerged as the winners in this particular race. But we still have to wait for the official verdict, because as they say, umpire's decision is the final decision.
Visuals can be deceiving, but in this case, they are not. It was indeed the Coast Dominators. 3 minutes and 27 seconds and 25 milliseconds. Close to what the Tropical Titans had made it in the same track in the last race, but not as good enough as they were today. And this is where they stand as we cut to a short break. This is the Champions Boat League, colored by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE, Still and HDFC, along with our ticketing partners, Book My Show, and our radio partners are Club FM.
Topping the table once again in these heats are Tropical Titans, 3 minutes 17.64 seconds. We come back after a quick little break here. Welcome back to the Champions Boat League, colored by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE, Still and HDFC Bank. Our ticketing partners, Book My Show, and radio partners, Club FM. teams have done with their heats. The Group C final that we are now getting into race day 7 in track 1, Backwater Ninjas, track 2, Thrissur, and track 3, the Backwater Warriors. So the heats are done. Now we are all set for the Group C final. Track 1, the closer to us, Backwater Ninjas. The middle track, that's track 2, the Thrissur, and track 3, the farther away, are the Backwater Warriors. So now this is the Group C final. The heats are done, but this is now what matters, Agrim.
The heats are done, but the heat definitely is on. Remember, when we started out, it was a very, very sunny day, but look how things have turned in an instant. It's overcast with a forecast of rain, and they're off to an excellent start. It's the Backwater Ninjas in purple in lane 1, the Thunder Oars in red in lane 2, and the Backwater Warriors in deep blue in lane 3. This is Group C final here at the Kottappuram Cornish for Champions Boat League 2019.
It's 4:25 local time here in Kerala, and as the sun is slightly gone behind the clouds, you can see that there's an increased venom in the rhythm, more energy with the sun not beating as hard as it was. The rhythm is completely different. But look at this side where you see these rowers rowing with that intention of just reaching the finishing line.
100 rowers in unison, almost looking like a single well-oiled machinery. In fact, if you look at them straight ahead, they look like a large serpent coming towards you, poised for an attack, and maybe that's why they are called snake boats.
Yes, the snakes with the raised hood. And when do you see in any sport that 100 to 130 players participating at the same time? The maximum that you see a squad is about 13, 14, 15, but here you have 100 to 125 rowers at the same time on the snake boat.
As they cross that 250-meter mark on the Kottappuram bridge, what we are seeing is traffic coming to a standstill to witness the spectacle that is the Champions Boat League. 300 odd men on their boats and hundreds more on that bridge, watching the excitement, watching the energy, watching India on a boat.
The oarsmen are doing their job, the helmsmen are at it, the steersmen know what their job is. Everybody has been given a role, and in this particular event, you have to perform your role to real perfection.
And what is that role, you may ask? It's all about finding the shortest distance between 2 points, and that is keeping this boat in a straight line from point A to point B and taking the shortest time to get there. It's all about beating the 3 minutes and 17 seconds to post the fastest time of the day. Maybe then these teams will have a fighting chance of moving up the table.
In this sport, you cannot forget the subject of geometry, because you have to get from one point to the other point in the shortest point of time. And these rowers, the way they just keep rowing day in and day out, the strokes per minute also, that is such an indication of how fast and how rhythmic they are nearing that finishing line.
Here they are, going neck and neck, pacing towards that finish line, inching towards that finish line. Excitement and exuberance in the hearts of the crowd as they reach the halfway mark. The Champions Boat League with the current leaders, the Backwater Warriors in lane 3, really pushing ahead, a quarter of a boat length. Energy visible in the helmsman's face as he pushes, as he strives towards that finish line.
Yes, that's what the intention is. That's what the target is. Just keep rowing. The helmsman and the steersman will ensure that the direction of that particular snake boat is taken care of. But this is nearing once again a close finish. But the team in track 3, that's the Backwater Warriors, are currently leading.
The weather here might be gloomy, but the energy is burning bright on those boats as the 300 oarsmen strike with precision on the water. Remember, those oars in their hands can vary anywhere from a single kilogram to 20 odd kgs. There are different weights, there are different categories. This is all about maintaining that precision amongst that diversity.
And also at the right moment, changing from right to left, that particular thing. And they're nearing that finishing line. Is it going to be Backwater Warriors? Is it going to be Thrissur? Or is it going to be the Backwater Ninjas? But it looks like farther away from your screen in track 3, the Backwater Warriors are taking the lead, and they are in the lead. And yes, they have crossed it first.
The Backwater Warriors are the ones to make it to the coveted first position in this Group C final here at the Champions Boat League, followed by the Thunder Oars and the Backwater Ninjas, of course. visuals can be deceiving. We'll have to wait for official confirmation from the judges.
Oh yes, definitely visuals can be deceptive from the angle that we see. Every angle is so important, and that is why the official confirmation will come to us, and that will make clear who the winner was in the Group C final.
If you look at your screens, you're seeing synchronous harmony. It's almost like music. It's almost like poetry in motion. Slow and steady, this might look to you, but that's almost 90 strokes per minute as they push towards that finish line with full energy, full steam ahead. This is what a Champions Boat League is all about. This is how a champion is made.
Definitely, this is how a champion is made, and that energy, that enthusiasm without losing the focus of reaching that final point of time is so crucial. When you have such a big team, look at the dedication, look at the determination in the eyes of these oarsmen. Along with that perseverance, this is a perfect combination for success. Look at the way they just want to outspeed their opponents.
Not even taking a second glance to look at their competition. And as we wait for the results, it is indeed the Backwater Warriors who have posed not really the fastest time of the day. But as you can see, as precipitation and humidity increases, the times also increase, which is a clear sign of the fatigue that these players are going through.
Oh yes, definitely they have to take into consideration the conditions here as well. Humidity around 57% when we started at 4 o'clock, and it's important for them to stay hydrated, to be fit as well. Now we are all set for Group B final. In Track 1, Coast Dominators. In Track 2, the Pride Chasers. And in Track 3, the Raging Rovers. The Group C final done. Now we are all set for the Group B final. Who will emerge the winner in Group B final? The next few minutes will make that clear
as the teams get ready for yet another exciting Group B final. A Group B final for the second time at Kottappuram in Thrissur district.
Oh yes, definitely the cultural capital of Kerala, here in Kottappuram, the Thrissur district, and what beautiful settings this are. When you come to Kerala, you think about the backwaters. When you think about the backwaters, you think about the snake boats. When you think about the snake boats, you think about the Champions Boat League. And what better and what bigger a setting than to try to become the champions in the Champions Boat League. Colored by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE, Still and HDFC Bank, ticketing partner Book My Show, and radio partner Club FM. And we just now showed you attendance close to 60,000, which is really great. It is a grand spectacle, and the turnout here at Kottappuram is an indication of how popular the Champions Boat League is becoming. Track 1, which is closer to the screen, are Coast Dominators, the middle lane Pride Chasers, and the third track, the Raging Rovers. Here we kick off, and a good start here, but that is what it is all about, to get that start very early. Like for an athlete, the moment you start off early, it gives you that momentum, that push.
What is interesting to note is the fact that absolutely, when you start off, you get that first mover advantage. Why? Simply because as you row ahead, you are leaving everyone else in your wake. And what you experience is the physical phenomenon known as wake turbulence. And the teams that are following you, the teams that are behind you, have to fight not just the undercurrent, but the wake turbulence of a 100 or 130 foot long boat going in front of them.
Track 1, which is on the right of your screen, Coast Dominators. Track 2, Pride Chasers. And Track 3, which is to the left of your screens when you see the camera, that is the Raging Rovers. The Raging Rovers, as we discussed and Agrim said, that these are the Kerala policemen, and they are the ones who may not have 100, 125 rowers, about 85 to 90 of them, but they are lean, they are mean, and like a well-oiled machine or a well-oiled snake boat, they are always in the race, threatening their opponents.
A very interesting fact to note about the Raging Rovers is their boat, the Karichal. And if you look very carefully, it will be one of the most distinctly visible boats on this entire race. Legend has it that when this boat was being built, the boat itself was set to rest for a period of 2 days when it was glued together. However, flooding caused the boat to disintegrate, and the worksmen had to come back and immediately put the boat together, giving the boat a slight tilt to the left, much like Malayalam superstar Mohanlal. So the Karichal is called the Mohanlal of snake boat racing, with his signature tilt to the left side.
He is also called the superstar of the Champions Boat League because of the association with Mohanlal, the famous actor here. And currently, the leaders are the Coast Dominators in track 1, which is closer to your screen. So they are leading, they are edging past the other two opponents, and they've got the rhythm. Look at that music being played just to ache those oarsmen to give their 100%, and at the right time to change the oar from the right hand to the left hand so that the stress is perfectly managed.
Coast Dominators dominating indeed, but not to be discounted from the race are the Pride Chasers, giving them a chase. And remember, on board these boats there are rowers from the age of 16 to 69. In fact, 69-year-old Mona Panashan, who is called the pride or the spirit of the Pride Chasers, is on board, giving full energy, full enthusiasm as each of these teams edge forward towards that finish line.
And it's never easy. These are rowers that have come from all over India, coming together, settling as a team, planning their strategies, executing that strategy in the backwaters. Never easy when you have such a big team of about 100, 125 rowers, different languages, different cultures, different backgrounds. But the intention and the goal is one, to win the race.
Well, they might come from different backgrounds and they might speak different languages, but today they all speak one language, and that is the language of row. Row your boat. Keep going forward. Do not go gentle into that good night. Do not give up. Pace forward. And as they go towards that finish line in synchronous harmony, you can see them shout, Arpo Irro. And that means excitement. Here we come.
And who is coming? Look at these three boats just neck and neck. But it looks to be that it is the Coast Dominators who've just edged past. But as we've always been saying, let's wait for the official confirmation. But what a finish this was, a photo finish, and that aerial angle where the three boats were just centimeters, millimeters away from each other. And that's the beauty of this boat league.
Anticipation on the faces of both the fans and the players as they await final results. No one celebrating too early. Synchronous movements from the Coast Dominators as they glide past the competition.
They are gliding past their competitors. They are rowing past their competitors. Their only aim is to reach that finishing line before the other two snake boats reach that. And as we've been saying, look at that dedication. And this is where the official confirmation will come from. Which is the team, Agrim, do you think, that has edged past to become the champion here?
Too close for a simple person like me to call. We will have to wait for official confirmations, because that was probably one of the closest races that I have seen. You can see the tension that's palpable on the faces of the racers as they await the judgment. Fans waiting eagerly for the results on who has taken the prize at this Group B final.
That's what we are waiting for. Group B final. Who has managed to come first? Only time will tell. But we take a quick break, and on return, we'll show you who has emerged the Group B winner. Welcome back to the Champions Boat League 2019 here from Kottappuram, and this is where the Group B final ended in a really close finish where three teams were locked in such a close battle that the officials had to look at each and every angle, and now they have arrived at a judgment and they have decided that it's the Raging Rovers, the team from the police of Kerala. They are the ones who have emerged the champions with just milliseconds, 8 milliseconds. Raging Rovers with that timing of 3 minutes 41.76 seconds.
Milliseconds, that's the difference between a champion and a normal person, and today it's the Raging Rovers who have taken it by the fraction of a second. As we get set for yet another race, the Battle Royale, the Group A final. For the prized 10 points, on lane 1 we have Backwater Knights, on lane 2 the Mighty Oars, and on lane 3 the Tropical Titans. Will it be the Knights who will be the Knights in shining armor? Will it be the Mighty Oars showing their might? Or will it be gold for gold once again with a Titanic effort from the Tropical Titans? That is what remains to be seen.
In track 1, closer to our screen, Backwater Knights. In track 2, Mighty Oars. And the third track, which is farther away from the screen, are the Tropical Titans, who are currently the table toppers with 83 points. But today, are we going to have a new race day champion? Only time will tell. But the three teams here are all set for the Group A final.
Up for grabs is 15 points and cash prizes. 5.9 crore Indian rupees, mind you. That is the pot here. That is the amount of money that these teams stand to win across these 12 weeks. What a spectacle this is. 12 weeks, 8 districts, 9 teams, and over 10 lakh spectators, and they are off for a riveting start to the Group A final. On track 1, we have the Backwater Knights in sky blue. In track 2, the Mighty Oars in green and the Tropical Titans in gold in track 3. This is the excitement and energy of the Champions Boat League. This is India on a boat.
Oh yes, India on a boat, blue, green and gold here, but current table toppers, Tropical Titans, as always, have really started with a bang. It's going to be on the other two teams to put them behind and race past them. It's a 900-meter track, and that is what the challenge is going to be. But as you can see here in this track 3, which is on the left of your screen, the Tropical Titans have already taken a very, very strong lead as they go under the Kottappuram bridge here.
The Kottappuram bridge, the 250-meter mark of this exciting Group A final, and you can see the Herculean effort these teams are putting in to the sport of Olympic proportions. It is said that if the snakeboard races of Kerala were a part of International Olympics, they would easily be the largest team sport event in the whole wide world. What you're witnessing is the largest team sport event in the whole wide world, and what you're witnessing is history being made. The first ever iteration of the Champions Boat League. Champions vying for gold, vying for 10 points, and the current leaders are the Tropical Titans. Will it be gold for gold again? That is what remains to be seen.
They say history is not repeated, but here it looks like history is getting repeated, because the Tropical Titans, who are on the top of the table, have already taken the lead. And as you can see, they are the current leaders. Look at the way they row these boats, and why they are winners, why they are champions, is because of the perfection in their rowing, the way they row their boats, the way that rhythm is. And we've been speaking about the synchrony. That synchronization is absolutely top class, with the helmsman giving that direction and the steersmen ensuring that that direction does not waver at all. Leading once again are the men in gold, Tropical Titans, in track 3.
Absolutely visible very clearly is the devotion, the music, the sheer artistry in the performance of the Tropical Titans as they glide towards that finish line, and all other teams play catch up. They look unstoppable. They look like they have the hand of God pushing them towards that finish line, as the Tropical Titans have a clear lead, nearly 3/4 of a boat length.
Hand of God is associated with Diego Maradona, but here it looks to be the men in gold here. The Tropical Titans, they're just making it look so easy, whereas it is so challenging, so tough to get this piece, to get this speed, to get this accuracy, and along with that, this kind of precision, with this kind of rhythm, with everyone working in absolute harmony and top class sync, is unbelievable, riveting action here at the Kottappuram backwaters.
What should be noted about the Tropical Titans is the fact that most of these rowers have been trained by the Sports Authority of India, sporting pedigree in their blood. As they inch towards that finish line, they have crossed the 3 minutes and 17-second mark. But have they done it? Yes, they have, once again, by a whole boat length. It is gold for gold, and the Tropical Titans are thanking their lucky stars, their helmsman Varun Sharma, saying thank you once again.
And that is where you thank the Almighty for all the success, for all the glory, because in sport, one team will win, one team will lose, but the kind of consistency that the Tropical Titans have shown is absolutely impeccable.
We will be right back after a short break. This is the Champions Boat League, colored by Nerolac.
Welcome back to the Champions Boat League, colored by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE, still HDFC Bank, our ticketing partners Book My Show and radio partner Club FM. And this Group A final, once again, this is the way it ended. The Tropical Titans have thanked the Almighty for this grand success that they have got. And as the sky turns overcast, as the conditions here become completely starkly different as they were in the afternoon. But one thing, Agrim, that has been consistent through this Champions Boat League 2019 has been the grand and the top class performance from the men in gold, the Tropical Titans. They have been relentless. They have been unstoppable.
And as the results come in for the Group A final, it is gold for gold once again. The Tropical Titans take pole position, along with it 10 points. Backwater Knights walking away with 8 points, and the Mighty Oars with 3 minutes and 41 seconds. They have come in at third place with 7 whole points. Remember, the Tropical Titans have not just earned 10 points, they've won 5 points for being the fastest, the most impressive performer of the day.
Oh yes, that performance came in Heat 1 from Tropical Titans. 3 minutes and 17.64 seconds. That was the fastest finish in the heats and the finals that we had today. Absolutely incredible stuff from the Tropical Titans. They once again emerged the champions of race day 7 here in Kottappuram.
Prasanna, you did mention that the Tropical Titans were the most impressive performers of the Champions Boat League. Yet another impressive performer has to be the state of Kerala, God's own country, where we will come back from in a few seconds.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the presentation ceremony of Race 7 of the Champions Boat League at Kottappuram in Thrissur. Such an action-packed day full of music, culture and art. The teams finishing first, second and third today will take home 5, 3 and 1 lakh respectively. On the dais we have with us this day, Honorable Minister of Finance, Dr. Thomas Isaac, MLA, Mr. V.R. Sunil Kumar, Mr. P. Balakiran, IAS, Director Tourism, Mr. Aju K. Mathan, Vice President, HDFC Bank, and Mr. Joby Payapalli from Nerolac. May I request Mr. Payapalli to give away the Nerolac XL Fastest Team of the Day 5-point award to Tropical Titans. They clocked the best timing of 3 minutes, 17 seconds, 64 milliseconds. And for the three top winners, may I request Mr. Aju Mathan to present the second runners-up check to Team Mighty Oars. For the first runners-up, may I request Mr. V.R. Sunil Kumar to do the honors. Backwater Knights. And for the winning prize, may I request Dr. Thomas Isaac to give away the prize to the top favorites, Tropical Titans. Thank you all the teams for your superb performances today. Our sponsors, Nerolac, KSFE, Still, HDFC Bank, radio partner Club FM, our very special guests on the presentation dais, and our audiences who've shown up in such large numbers to celebrate the races. We hope you enjoyed the show today. See you at the next CBL race in Kainakari on 26th October.
The Champions Boat League 2019, the standings are like this. Tropical Titans once again are maintaining that consistency. They are on 98, but there's tough competition for the second and the third number. Raging Rovers with 47 and Mighty Oars also with 47 points. Coast Dominators on 42, Pride Chasers on 34 and Backwater Knights also on 34. The Backwater Warriors on 7th position, Thunder Oars and the Backwater Ninjas that follow them. But once again, it is Tropical Titans who are showing what a team they are, full of class and total commitment, standing on top really and literally at the top with 98 points.
As the heavens open up for a magnificent closure to race day 7 at Champions Boat League. We are excited to join you on social media. On Facebook as Champions Boat League .official, Champions Boat League on Instagram, and CBL on Twitter. Tweet us, gram us, and follow us on Instagram. And this is the winning moment of the day. Synchronous energy, a rhythm, power. Helmsman Varun Sharma really pushing his team towards an exhilarating finish, an exciting finish here at the Champions Boat League, coloured by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE HDFC still, along with our ticketing partners Book My Show and our radio partners Club FM. But do not discount the competition just yet. Literally anyone sitting on that table from position number 9 all the way to position number 2 can still take it as we go for the next race, which will be coming to you live from Alappuzha on 26th of October. We will have exciting action back here at the Champions Boat League 2019. My name is Agrim Prakash and joining me is Prasanna Sant. We have had an exciting time presenting to you live from Kottappuram Cornish in Thrissur, the cultural capital of Kerala. Join us next week live from Alappuzha, 4 p.m. onwards, Star Sports 2 in English.
ചന്തമുള്ള ചരുപ്പൻ വഞ്ചി എന്റെ വഞ്ചി ഇരട്ട വഞ്ചി